Hello, everyone. Welcome to the bonus live stream. This is the first of two live streams here today. So we are focusing on the top three signs, Pisces, Sagittarius, and Virgo. You guys ended up getting the most views for the month. So let's go ahead and grab some insight here for you guys. Let's get started. All right, guys, so we're going to go in order here today. So I'm assuming you're tuned in to be able to watch the bonus reading for Pisces, Sagittarius, or Virgo, or you could be cross-watching for any of those signs. We're going to start with Pisces because you guys came in first as the most viewed video, followed by Sagittarius, and lastly, Virgo. At the end of the general love forecast for all three of those signs, we'll go ahead and open it up to Super Chat, personal mini readings, or anybody who is interested in obtaining a personal reading. It doesn't have to be through Super Chat. We also offer them through Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal, so that information is scrolling right now. It, of course, is not available quite yet, not until we're done with the bonus readings, all right? Nancy, hi, how are you? So let's begin with Pisces. I think I'm going to just wait 1 second in order to give more people a chance to hop on. And then we'll go ahead and get started with Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, whoever is tuned in watching for Pisces. Let's go ahead and see what that energy looks like, followed by Sag, and then followed by Virgo. So hopefully it's all good news, good vibes here today. Let's go ahead and see what presents itself. All right, so let me see what decks I am guided to use. All right, so we'll start with the Pining Rose Love Oracle. This is a deck by a dear friend of mine, Amy of Calico Moon. So she's got an amazing channel as well. You guys might want to check that out if you haven't already subscribed to her channel. So Pisces, my Pisces viewers or cross watchers, let us know if you are in attendance, and we're going to go ahead and get started with your messages. All right, so angels and spirit guides focusing on Pisces. What's the opening message? All right, let's take a look at that. And if you happen to miss the portion for Pisces, I believe you can go back and watch it. I mean, of course, after it's live streamed and uploaded, but I think you can rewind it and get to the portion of the live stream that you want to watch. So we're starting off with Dancing Through My Dreams. So Pisces, I have a feeling here, first of all, somebody might be focused on you, thinking about you, dreaming about you. There could also be a mutual love of dance or music that brings you guys together. Let's see here. Somebody could also be a very gifted dancer maybe, or that's something that you guys have in common. Check this out. We do have Rekindle. So if they're dreaming about you, more than likely they're not with you, but this is a desire to come back together. We also have history. So you guys share a history together. For some of you guys, this history spans perhaps lifetimes, not just this lifetime. Sharing a history together is what's coming forward. You guys could have also connected in a past life. This person feeling lost without you, you could be feeling just as lost without them. And then lastly, we have commitment phobia coming through here. All right, so that's the opening messages for Pisces so far. Let's go ahead and grab some tarot and see what else we can learn here. All right, so I'll be pulling from my Luna Tarot deck. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Pisces. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. We'll be happy to answer any questions you guys might have as the live stream continues. Okay, so Pisces, what do we need to know here? This person feeling lost. They could have had some commitment issues here. They might have some regrets at this point because we do see their desire to come back together to rekindle the partnership. So if they were also keeping things from you, the moon's energy can represent that. We do see the keyword of deception right here. Interestingly enough, this card represents Pisces. So if you happen to be cross-watching for a Pisces, and if, let's just say, there was dishonesty, there could have been an affair, there could have been a third-party situation. If it wasn't that, then there was some sort of deception, lies, manipulation, whatever that represents, and that could have resulted in the separation. But we clearly do see here somebody has a commitment issue. Okay, let's see what else. We do have the Two of Pentacles. Look at that juggling energy. So we might have a situation here where somebody just wasn't able to make up their mind one way or the other. They might not have made you a priority maybe, or for some of you guys, it was you that couldn't make someone a priority because maybe you were torn between that person and another person, whether it represents a love triangle or you were just torn, okay? We do have the Ten of Swords coming through. So we do have some challenging parts to this reading that are presenting itself here, but we'll ultimately see if it's still in that type of vibe. This could be past energies, you know, that whole backstabbing vibe. It could also represent the fact that the relationship just didn't have a very strong foundation. It collapsed, it fell apart. You know, maybe this caused you to feel really defeated. All right, let's see what else. We've got the Seven of Wands coming through here. And if you can look at that energy, this person feeling very defensive, you know, they've got their guard up. They perhaps have been hurt here. So it's understandable if what you're doing at this point in time is guarding your space, protecting your heart because they hurt you, they disappointed you, you couldn't trust them, they weren't committing. You know, so karma might have really did a number on this person, especially if the tables have turned now. They're thinking about you, dreaming about you, maybe communicating with you in that realm if you guys are not speaking at this point in time in the 3D. Okay, check this out. So we've got the Knight of Wands, that fearless energy. They're not afraid to go after what it is or who it is that they want. But if it turned into infidelity, trust issues, commitment issues, we might have a situation here where this person was more so of a player mentality rather than somebody who was really ready to commit. And we see that there. It's coming through with that heavy energy, the Ten of Wands. Okay, so I kind of feel for the person that this resonates with, it ended up just getting heavier and heavier and heavier, and it got to the point maybe where you just couldn't carry it anymore because maybe you might have felt like you were the only one putting in the effort here, especially if they just had one foot out the door, they couldn't commit fully, you know? So hopefully at this point, if this is you, you've laid down that heaviness, you've laid down that type of energy, and hopefully focusing on yourself and loving yourself. If somebody couldn't deliver the love that you needed, hopefully you're doing that at this point, or certainly being able to work to offer yourself that. But when it comes to this person, Four of Cups, regrets, okay? This person could also be drinking a little bit too much. They could be drowning their sorrows, you know, feeling at a loss because of stuff that they said or did. The way it's painting itself here in this storyline, they had issues with commitment. They wanted to play. Maybe they just wanted to get into something casual here. You know, the Four of Cups can represent that missed opportunity to be with somebody. So they're probably regretting so much about what they've done in the past. Now, I'm also kind of feeling for some of you, maybe you were dealing with a younger divine masculine. I'm just getting that for some of you. And the feminine, divine feminine, could also represent maybe the older counterpart. There could have been an age gap for some of you as well. So take that if it makes sense. With the feminines coming in with that Queen of Swords energy, this is already telling us that you're not afraid to, you know, be independent. You're not afraid to cut someone out of your life if they're just not treating you right. Because the Queen of Swords is a no-nonsense individual. You're not going to be putting up with your masculine's BS here, especially if they, or if you know in your heart of hearts, or you've probably already seen it through their actions, that they had one foot out the door, that they were maybe investing their time and energy with other people. And you as the divine feminine, You're not going to put up with that if you're coming in as the Queen of Swords. This is also clarifying here for Pisces that you guys probably fought about this. You guys disagreed. You weren't seeing eye to eye. You know, you just had a lot of challenging stuff that happened that created conflict in this partnership. So more than likely, and I'm just ultimately feeling it could have been the feminine that let go of the masculine because of that. That's a possibility here. All right, so let's go ahead and see what else we can pick up, focusing on Pisces. But that's the opening message. Somebody messed up, and at the end of the day, they want a rekindled partnership here. Okay, so let's see what else we can learn. I'll be pulling from the Twin Flame Journey Oracle by Mystic Moon. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Pisces. What else do we need to know here? And you could also be cross-watching for Pisces. What else do we need to know? We have the answer is yes. You know, so take that how it makes sense for you. Maybe this is your way of agreeing with the messages that have come through so far, or this is simply clarifying that there was infidelity or trust issues or commitment issues in the relationship, you know, but it could also be someone letting you know it's like, yes, I still love you. Yes, I still think about you. Yes, I'd love to be able to get back together with you. We do have the Bound card. This reminds me of the Devil card actually in tarot, and that represents Capricorn specifically. Take that if it applies zodiac wise, but this could also be somebody who has an obsession with you. They're feeling maybe this unhealthy attachment to you. They feel bound to you somehow. Okay. We also have communication. So that's clarification right there, guys, for Pisces, that there's somebody who wants to talk to you. There could be a lack of communication right now. Look at this. We have nostalgia. So they are focused on the memories. They are thinking about you. Okay, they're holding on maybe to the hope that you guys can talk about this. And this is clarifying the separation right there. We've got that broken heart coming through. And bottom of the deck, we do have this barrier that's preventing you guys from coming together at this point in time. It doesn't mean that that barrier can't eventually be removed so that you guys can find your way back. But we do have some challenges here that need to be ironed out for now. Okay, so that's for Pisces. So let's go ahead and do a check-in here with this batch of cards. Pulling from my 10 yellow tarot deck here. If you're just now tuning in, welcome. We are doing a bonus live stream for Pisces, Sagittarius, and Virgo. And after the general love forecast for those signs, we'll open it up to those of you who are interested in requesting a personal mini reading. Good afternoon, Delight 15. Thank you for tuning in. All right, let's see. So we've got the Strength card right here. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo, and after having gone through something so painful perhaps that caused a separation, maybe Pisces, you're feeling, you know, that you can't go on, that you're not feeling strong enough to tackle this situation with this person. It could also be how they're feeling and needing to really tap into their inner strength to communicate, to reach out, to do what feels right so that you guys can fix this. Look at this. We've got the 10 of Wands showing up again, you see? So that's a burden that is quite prominent in this connection. Okay, so we've got the 10 of Wands popping up twice, and then you've got the 10 of Swords. These are the challenging 10s in tarot. And so I feel somebody really did a number here. They hurt you. And it's perhaps this heavy burden that you've both been carrying as a result of what happened. And we can clearly see it's not moving, which is why they're probably just focused on the memories. Because in the 3D, there's not a whole lot going on here because you guys are not together. We have this blockage right here. You probably left them out in the cold with that 5 of Pentacles. You know, maybe they're not doing well either financially. If that was an issue for you guys, some of you could have been fighting about money, maybe. But we clearly have a separation right here. And then we do have the Six of Swords. So just what's presenting itself here with these tens that are so challenging, this represents these calmer waters that you could see right there. So I really do feel that despite the barrier in your own life, Pisces, you can make different decisions here so that you can kind of transition your way away from the drama so that you don't have to either deal with this person, excuse me, or it's time for you to leave it behind if you haven't already, or it really is just time for you to move on. And that could be why they are running into this blockage and why we have this barrier that's coming through right there. However, that could also be an indication for you, Pisces, that if you're willing to give this person another chance, and that's totally your call, if you can get that going with this person, then hopefully you guys can move on from whatever the challenges were to be able to reconnect, because what they're wanting here, as we've seen, is a rekindled partnership with you. Doesn't mean they're gonna get it though, you know? All right, let's go ahead and grab some final messages for Pisces here, and then we'll go ahead and get into the messages for Sagittarius. All right, so let's see what else. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull from the Stay Inspired Oracle cards by Sister Moon Tarot here for Pisces. So what's your closing message here, Pisces, for your bonus reading? All right, here we go. We have forever. So if, let's just say you're single right now because you've distanced yourself from somebody that just wasn't right for you, or again, they could have had commitment issues. So what this card says is forever, you have a forever bond, even if you haven't met them yet. So this could be an indication of true love or a new love that's coming in somewhere in the future for you after having healed from a partnership that just ended up hurting you. Okay, so you haven't met them yet, more than likely. It does say you are not alone. Your soul is tied to your soulmate even before you meet them or know of them. Trust this bond with all your heart. They are yours forever. So I feel this is coming through for those of you who are just ready for a new chapter. You're not really interested in wanting to revisit a partnership that ended because it hurts too much. Okay. Let's see what else. All right, what else for Pisces? We do have this energy of comfort. Sometimes you just need a warm beverage, a good talk with a friend, a loving smile, a hug, and your entire outlook will change. So take that, again, if it makes sense for you, if you're in a place in your life where you just want to interact with your friends and not really interested in getting into a relationship right now, that's totally okay. You got to feel right with where you're at in your life. You have to do things that do make you feel comfortable rather than uncomfortable. And this is quite telling how this is the next card. We do have Free Yourself. This is your life. Don't live it restricted by your past or the opinions of others. It's time to write a new story. And I can't help but feel for Pisces that that is the message based off of what has presented itself here today for your bonus reading. Somebody did hurt you. They really did a number on you, your heart. And, you know, maybe you guys are just feeling, even if you still have love for this person, that there's just too much water under the bridge and it's time to move on. But just know that if that is where you're at, if you're just ready to move on, you will find that forever love. It's still a part of your journey. Okay, so I'll leave that there, Pisces. Hopefully there's something through these messages that really makes sense for you. All right, guys, so we'll go ahead and get into the messages for Sagittarius. All right, give me 1 second to get myself situated here. And if you're just now tuning in, welcome and thank you for being here. So this is a bonus live stream for the top 3 signs for the first half, or is it second half? Second half of October. I'm getting my days mixed up here. Second half of October. All right, so if this is one of your signs popping up here, hopefully there's something in the messages that really speaks to you and offers you guidance All right. Miss M, hello. Welcome, welcome. All right, so let's get into the messages for Sagittarius. And if you're already listening to this and knowing that you're going to want a personal mini reading at the end of the general live streams, you're welcome to start submitting it now. We do have moderator that's in charge to be able to help you guys navigate your way through the questions and stuff. All right. So let's go ahead and grab some insight for Sag. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. You could also be cross-watching for a Sagittarian. All right, so, and Sagittarius season will be here before we know it. I don't know about you guys, but this year has really flown by. Super quick. All right, so Sagittarius, what's the opening message for you? And then we'll get into Virgo right after this. For Sagittarius, you've got an ex-lover that is presenting itself here. We've got cold shoulder. You know, maybe you're giving your ex this cold shoulder. Maybe you're not interested in this person. Check these out. We've got past life. Maybe you've already felt that you guys might have connected in a past life. When you first met, it could have been an instant attraction or that sense of familiarity, almost as if you guys have known each other before. We do have alone. So because you guys are more than likely not together, if they're coming through as your ex, they are feeling alone without you. There could be a particular song that they listen to or have dedicated to you. It does say our song, so maybe you know what that song is. We do have a ring right here, whether that's a promise ring or a wedding ring, whatever that represents. You know, it could be a wedding song. It could be the fact that they took off their ring or you took off your ring because you guys are broken up, you know, so it could be something like that. Let's see what's up with that energy. Okay. For Sagittarius, what do we need to know here? So this is an ex that's coming through very specifically, and maybe you guys are thinking about an ex or they're thinking of you. Hi, Nancy. We've got two Nancys here. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so they're probably your ex because they hurt you. We've got that Ten of Swords popping up again. Interesting. So this was a relationship that fell apart. So they probably did something to ruin the relationship here. Here we are again with this moon energy, deception. So they kept things from you. That's why they're feeling alone, because they did something here to ruin the relationship. Because I'm getting more so from Sagittarius of this energy that you're pissed off. You might not want anything to have to do with this person because of something that they did in the past. That could have been infidelity. We could have trust issues here. And then we've got that Two of Pentacles showing up for this one as well. So juggling, maybe unable to decide between the relationship and another person. They could have had temptations outside of the partnership. Let's see what else. So they need to prioritize what it is that they want. Check this out, guys. We've got two sixes coming in. So we've got the Six of Cups and then the Six of Swords. For some of you guys, maybe you've known this person a very long time. This can be representing sometimes young love, childhood sweethearts, high school sweethearts, things of that nature. And if not, then there's this very youthful energy along with this card. And it can be the fact that they're feeling very nostalgic and remembering some memories you guys have shared. And now that you guys are in separation, they are feeling alone, thinking about those memories from the past. Six of Swords, it's all about moving forward, you know, that transition that I had talked about earlier, and leaving something behind, moving on. So if you relate to this, Sagittarius, maybe you've decided that you're better off without this person because they ended up hurting you. You know, you're giving them that cold shoulder, but this person as well maybe wants to revisit the connection, wants to be able to move on beyond the drama, whatever that represents. We do have the Ace of Swords right here. We do have the Seven of Cups. Maybe they made poor choices back there. back then, but the Ace of Swords can also represent the clarity that they needed in order to be able to cut out maybe third parties or certain behaviors that really resulted in a relationship that fell apart. So maybe this is the universe giving them the opportunity to be able to make different choices here. You know, so that falls on them, perhaps, to be able to prove to you that they mean business. We've got this 10 of Wands popping up here as well. So that heavy burden is perhaps something that they've been carrying because they probably did something to contribute to the drama here. And then we have the World card. So more than likely they are an ex-lover because there's a cycle that has phased out. It's a door that did close, but this is now maybe presenting the both of you with a new door to open in order to possibly revisit the connection. Let's see what else. This one's popping up too, the Five of Swords, arguments, disagreements that you guys have had. Totally understandable. We're seeing deception. We are seeing backstabbing right here. It's not easy. 10 of Wands as well. That could be something that is challenging. We do have the 7 of Wands. So a lot of the same energies are presenting itself here too for Sagittarius. And that defensive energy that I was talking about, protecting your heart space, just overall protecting your life from being hurt by this person. We also have teamwork that's necessary. And, you know, when somebody is investing time with somebody else outside of the connection, they can't work as a team. They can't be a part of the relationship fully because they are spending time with someone else, you know, having multiple options there. So maybe at this point in time, Sagittarius, you're just feeling like you need time to yourself. It could also be you telling them, it's like, look, I'd rather be alone right now. You know, I need time to think. I'm not ready to interact with you, giving them, again, that cold shoulder. So if you need that, take the time to be able to offer that for yourself, because that could be very healing as well for you. 2 of Swords, we're at a stalemate. This is a situation that's not going anywhere, not right now anyway. So they can want this, you know, partnership to be revived all they want, but if that's not what you want, then it stays at a standstill, you know. But this is clearly indicating that they want a new beginning with you. That's how it's coming through at this moment for Sagittarius. All right, so let's go ahead and see what else we can learn for you. So yeah, we've got an ex here who wants to return. All right, let's see what else for Sagittarius. Angels and spirit guides, please. Let's see what else we can learn. If you're just now tuning in, I will be doing the Virgo bonus reading right after this one. And then we'll go ahead and open it up to personal mini readings, if any. Oh my gosh, hi Tanya. I'm reading your comment you quit today. That's so awesome. I really wish you the very best. Wow, that's fantastic. Yes, your mom has dementia. Take care of her now. Oh my God, I'm so happy to hear that. Yay. All right, that's fantastic. So Sagittarius, check this out. There we are. Third party, right? So let me make sure this camera is in check here today. It was blurry yesterday. Okay, I think we're good. All right, so third party situation is presenting itself here for Sagittarius. I'm not surprised to see that. We do have union. So this is the card right after this. We've got action. If they want to get back together, they can't just be sitting on the idea. They really do need to take some sort of action to make this happen. I see your super chat, Nancy, so we'll get to your reading in a little bit. Thank you so much. Check this out. Okay, Sag. So we have somebody clearly who wants forgiveness. So maybe part of the reason why they want to be able to reconnect, first and foremost, is to apologize for what they've said, what they've done. You know, I'm not surprised to see that. There's a reason why we're at a stalemate. There's a reason why things just aren't moving between the two of you. Makes sense to me. We also have signs. We have awakening. So in order to take action and do right by you, Sagittarius, yeah, they have to go through that awakening. They have to have a clearer understanding of what they've done, you know. And then we also have the family card. Some of you guys maybe broke up a family as well, or they broke up a family because of what they did. All right, so let's go ahead and see what else we can learn here. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. So Sagittarius, third-party situation. Families have been affected by this. They want to come back into union. They could be seeing maybe specific signs that they're being drawn back to you. So we're starting off with perhaps a divine masculine coming in as the Knight of Cups. Okay, so romantic lover. It could also be telling us that love can bloom and grow and that it could still turn into something amazing for the two of you through forgiveness. Look at this. We now have different 10s popping up. So 10 of Cups followed by the 10 of Pentacles. We have the Lovers card coming through. Some of you guys could even be dealing with a Gemini specifically, or even an Aquarian right here with the Star. And then we also have Divine Masculine coming in as the King of Pentacles. That's amazing. Okay, so things could still turn around, it seems, if you guys are open to that, of course, because this right here represents the issue that they created a situation that hurt you very deeply because there was someone else in the picture. Some of you guys could have already had a family, as we can see through these two images right here. And, you know, in order to bring harmony back in, then they're going to have to take action to fix this and to be able to reestablish the foundation of the home life, of the family, of the relationship. So they know, going back to what already came through, okay, so remember, this came through earlier with the 7 of Cups, where they had so many choices, but they made wrong choices. And so with the Lovers card now coming forward, okay, it is about more choices, pertaining to the love connection. And so I really do feel, if given half the chance, that they might be able to be in a better position to make better choices this time around. Okay, because they are recognizing, especially with this 3 of Pentacles, that they know they have to be able to be just as invested in the connection by working together with you. You know, if they don't do that, then we're back to square one here. So here's another awakening reference from the Judgment card. Some of you could also be dealing with a Libra right there. They've had the opportunity to reassess the past. That's the energy of the Judgment card right there. And so they more than likely will communicate. They will ask for forgiveness. They want to be able to apologize for past actions, you know, and one of those things that they would more than likely bring up is a desire to come back together. And then we do have the Ace of Cups right here. So the deep connection is still reflected right here. And they perhaps are wanting a fresh start here. This can also represent a new chapter in love, but it could also represent a new person. Okay, so if there's a part of you that feels, you know what, I'm done, despite their efforts to want to come back in, then more than likely this is your way of taking a stance and just preparing yourself for somebody new to come in. However, we do have the 4 of Wands, and it's followed by the Temperance card representing Sagittarius. So it really does come down to, I feel, timing. There is patience on your part, especially Sagittarius, that is needed. You know, Temperance represents Sagittarius. That's your own energy. And then the 4 of Wands can represent a twin flame connection for some of you. But this could also represent a reunion between two people. It could result in families coming back together as well. This is representing a very strong foundation. So even though at one point in time that foundation was cracking and it just wasn't stable, this can restabilize things right here. There could be future marriage. There could be adding to the family, you know, blending families. Hi, Jeannie. How are you? Doing well over here. Hope you're doing great. So Sagittarius, I feel it doesn't have to be over if there's a part of you that doesn't want it to be over. Certainly when it comes to an ex-lover, somebody perhaps that created drama through third parties, you know, right from the very start, we saw that energy of the ex-lover. So this could be this person who still wants to be able to come back and revive the connection with you. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some additional insight here. Give me 1 second. All right, so much like we did for Pisces, let's grab some final messages. Let me get rid of these guys here. All right, so let's grab some final messages for Sag, and then we'll get into the Virgo reading. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Sagittarius. All right, some final advice. Pain and struggles. I am so not surprised to see this. Pain and struggles are just motivation to propel you into your God-given destiny and help you reach your potential. Okay, so even though you've experienced pain, people that have disappointed you, the struggles, the obstacles, use that as motivation rather than something that can hold you back. Okay? We have believe coming up next. Miracles defy our concept of reality, but they happen every day. So you got to believe. And if this is something that you've even thought to yourself, it's like, you know, I need a miracle in order for A, B, or C to work out. You just might get it. Okay. And then lastly, Sag, we've got this message, which I actually love for you. It does say walk your own path. Nobody has to feel good about it other than you. So do what feels right in your heart. You know, nobody else has the right to really tell you the direction that you're meant to go. So follow your own dreams, follow your own goals, follow your heart. Okay, so I'll leave that one there for Sagittarians. Hopefully there's something in this reading that really uplifted you and helps propel you forward, okay? All right, Virgos, thank you for waiting. So let me just get the cards back in order, and then we'll get to your love forecast here, your bonus reading. And if you're just now tuning in, welcome. Thank you for being here, for tuning in. So this is a general bonus live stream for the top 3 signs: Pisces, Sagittarius, Virgo. Most viewed signs for the second half of October. All right, and then we'll go ahead and get into the personal mini requests after I do the Virgo reading. All right, so if you're here for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, you could be cross-watching. Let's go ahead and get into those messages here. Okay. All right, Virgo, here we go. And Nancy will get to your readings shortly. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo. What do we need to know for your opening message? We have alone. Okay, so you could also be single at this point in time. Take that if it makes sense. Interestingly enough, the Hermit card in Tarot represents Virgo energy. You know, that feeling of solitude. So that could be your own vibe coming through. Let's see what else. What else for Virgo? We have secrets. Okay, so somebody could have been keeping secrets from you. You could have been keeping secrets from someone too. Interesting. We've got secrets and secret admirer. You could have a secret admirer, simple as that. Or somebody's keeping their feelings a secret or not exactly divulging everything that they're feeling. This could be someone that you are at a distance from. We do have the reunion card coming through. So that's an indication here Virgo, you're not with this person. They're not with you. They could also be feeling very alone. They're not sharing their feelings. Maybe they're afraid. Maybe they're apprehensive. Okay, let's go ahead and grab one more. Oh, for Nancy, Gemini. Oh. Sorry. My husband's helping me moderate here. So Nancy, yeah, she's Gemini energy. We also have new beginning coming through. Somebody wants a new beginning with you, Virgo. All right, so let's grab some tarot and let's see what's going on. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo. So maybe you're in hermit mode right now and this person wants to be able to communicate with you. They're thinking about you. They're feeling alone, though. We've got the Two of Cups. This is somebody who considers you to be their true love, their lifetime partner, perhaps, whether it's soulmate, twin flame. You know, this is somebody I feel who really cares for you and loves you. Let's see. Let's see what else. Look at this. We now have the Ace of Cups coming through. So this is someone's heart really opening up to the possibility of loving you. Maybe they want a fresh start here. We see that with the New Beginning card. You know, they want to be able to romance you again. It could very well be, again, that they're keeping that a secret for now. Maybe they're afraid that you don't feel the same or that you would reject them, but they see you as this very special person. They still feel very connected to you regardless of separations here. We've got the Knight of Cups. So all these cups coming through. You could be dealing with a water sign here, whether Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. You know, true romance, true love, new romance. This is somebody who feels very drawn to you romantically. Okay, I feel it could be a divine masculine, divine feminine who might have these secret feelings for you, or if you already know that they care for you and love you, maybe if you guys have spent a good chunk of time apart, there's just new feelings that are popping up that they're not exactly sharing at this point in time. You could also be dealing with an Aquarian right here with the Star card. Okay, so this is what they're clearly wishing for, is that reunion. Okay, wish fulfillment right there. Let's see what else here. So this could have been a love triangle situation. It could have been a third party situation. If it wasn't, it still was a very painful breakup, I feel. This right here is the separation, and they want a new beginning. We see that right there. But it was painful, you know. More than likely, though, I'm ultimately feeling with the reference to secrets that this was probably a situation with deception, more than likely cheating, betrayal, things of that nature. Okay, let's see what else here. We've got somebody who has those regrets and the whole missed opportunity reference right here, probably because they kept things from you and they weren't exactly honest with you. They did some shady stuff, perhaps. So now they regret it. As I mentioned earlier, this could be somebody who drinks a little bit too much too. They're drowning their sorrows. Somebody could have also been married here, okay? And there clearly is somebody who wants this fairy tale ending with you, Virgo. That's what they're wishing for. That's what they're hoping for. And perhaps it really does fall on you whether or not this can happen, okay? Hi, Cynthia. Welcome. Let me see. Actively dating someone, topic of marriage come up. This is something they're showing them. Okay, absolutely, yes. We could do a yes or no question for you. Okay, so we'll get to that after the Virgo reading. All right, so we have that Ten of Cups coming through. We do have the King of Pentacles, again, representing a divine masculine energy. Some of you guys could also be cross-watching for maybe a divine masculine who is the Virgo here, because the King of Pentacles does represent Virgo. You know, this is somebody who might be quite successful, maybe in the business world, at their job, in their career. All of that looks fantastic. And what it is that they are wishing for and hoping for is to be just as successful in love. This is somebody who really can sweep you off your feet, divine feminine. You know, the attraction is there, the love is there, their heart is open to you. They're looking for a forever love. That's how I see the King of Pentacles. And then we also have the Wheel of Fortune. So if you guys really are meant to be and destined to come back together, then perhaps that is why the Wheel of Fortune is presenting itself here, giving you guys another chance at love with this person. Okay, at least that's what it is that they're wanting. So let's go ahead and grab some additional messages here for Virgo. And then we'll get to the personal mini reading request. And then Cynthia will go ahead and do your one card pull. So if you're just now tuning in, guys, and if you are interested in your own personal mini reading or a one card pull, that is, of course, available to you after I do the Virgo reading. All right, here we go. All right, Virgo. That's a tower moment right there, that destruction. Okay, so we have the commitment card right next to it. I can't help but feel that somebody was already in a committed partnership and a tower moment ended up happening, more than likely because of this. Okay, the whole Three of Swords, love triangle, third party situation, some sort of betrayal that really ruined the foundation of the relationship there. What else for Virgo? You and this person probably not speaking. Okay, we've got that mute card right there. And lessons that either need to be learned or have been learned as a result of this destruction, the relationship that fell apart. And perhaps that needed to happen in order for two people to really see the connection for what it represents, recognizing perhaps the attraction and the love and what it is that needs to happen in order to fix something that really fell apart here. And look at the next card, Virgo. We've got it coming through, deception. Okay, so with cards like the Three of Swords, and then we see the deception reference, that's what it was. It was more than likely manipulative action, certain behaviors that ruined the relationship, and why we have possibly a tower moment here between you and this person. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some tarot for Virgo. Angels and spirit guides, please. All right, here we go. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo. What else do we need to know? Ten of Swords, look at that. The backstabbing, the failed relationship, it fell apart. The foundation collapsed right next to that destruction. But this is really interesting that we've got the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Hierophant coming through here. So there's the commitment. So maybe it took them losing you in order to realize these lessons and what they needed to do, recognizing what it was that they needed to do in order to possibly win you back. So this right here represents that solid offer of commitment that they need to bring your way in order to even win you back, you know? But clearly right now there's no communication, more than likely. Patience is required because maybe these lessons are not complete. This is interesting. Look, guys, we've got the Hermit card, again, representing Virgo specifically. Okay, so this is your own energy. You're doing your own thing. You're soul searching. You're probably just wanting to spend time on your own, to heal, to reassess life before you could take any sort of action to move forward. And that's okay. And if your person is just having to be patient until you've learned those lessons, then that's what's going to have to happen. This is clarifying. Look at this. You see that? The Seven of Swords. So that's a very telling message that is coming through here. We already see the deception right there. So that's probably why you're in hermit mode, Virgo. You're in your shell right now, probably because you don't want to deal with this person who hurt you. They deceived you. They did something to really mess things up here. However, check this out. You've got the sun. Okay, so it's up to you whether or not you give someone another chance to come back, considering the history. And it was a difficult history that you guys have shared. This happiness can be something that you can achieve if all of the drama right here is eliminated. If not, this is simply telling you perhaps that by going into hermit mode and healing, that happiness can be restored once again. And it really is coming through, especially for my divine feminines. You're coming in as the Empress right here. Whenever I see the Empress, you are a divine feminine who is empowered. You are able to create a life for yourself that's amazing. Okay, you don't ever have to put up with tower moments, people that disappointed you or hurt you. Okay. Knight of Wands could be a masculine representing our player in tarot, you know, so this is somebody who just wanted to play. But you deserve somebody who is really open to the possibility of love, who's devoted, who's got their heart completely open. Okay, let's see. We do have the Seven of Pentacles. Wait and see. Okay, it's going to take some time, but as long as you put in the work into your own life, Virgo, and the person who wants to be with you or reconnect with you, as long as they put in the effort and the work, then who knows? It might just turn into something where you can work through the issues and find happiness again. Or this is telling you that you just got to wait for love to find you, but it will find you. Especially my divine feminines, we've got the High Priestess right here. So tap into your intuitive nature, Virgo, and know that what it is that you are deserving of, you know, it's amazing things that's coming your way. And look at the next card, the Wheel of Fortune. So it's going to turn around. This does represent a cycle of change for you. This is a part of your destiny. There's good energy tied into that. It's a turning point in your life, you know, good karma, good luck. Okay, so that's what's coming through for you. All right, so let's go ahead and grab the final messages here. And then we'll get into the personal requests. All right, here we go. And thank you guys for being here, for tuning in. All right, so let's grab some final messages for you, Virgo. So just a reminder, guys, this is one of 2 bonus live streams that we're doing today. The next one is at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And, you know, you're more than welcome to watch the 7 o'clock one as well. And I'm going to start it off with bonus readings, again, for Pisces, Sagittarius, and Virgo. Who knows, the messages might be different for that second live stream. So if you want to tune into that one too, you're more than welcome. And we'll open it up to personal mini readings as well. Okay, here we go. Look at that, free yourself. You either have already done this, Virgo, or that's what needs to happen. You know, that destruction, you want to get away from the path of that tower. This is your life. Don't live it restricted by your past or the opinions of others. Write a new story. Absolutely. All right. What else for Virgo? Look at that. Connection. Okay, our connection defies all space, time, and circumstance. So this, as we know, is somebody more than likely that you are at a distance from. It's totally up to you, Virgo, whether or not you would want to bridge the gap with this individual, or if you would prefer to just be alone or just prepare yourself for the next chapter of what's to come. But I feel there is someone from your past who thinks about you still. They still feel connected to you. And boy, this makes sense. Look at this. We've got healthy relationships. We've already seen what unhealthy relationships can look like. And so this card right here, it does say healthy relationships are life's nectar, where you feel seen, heard, respected is a huge one. Wait for them, demand them, don't settle for anything less. Let them nourish you. They will bring you back to life. Okay, so this could be, the way I'm seeing it anyway, a brand new connection that it can help you to believe in love again, especially knowing what you've been through with cards like the Three of Swords and trust issues, betrayals, you know, cheating, things of that nature. All of that stuff can be very hurtful. So there is healing that's needed here, and free yourself if you haven't already, Virgo, but it does seem here that you're not going to have any issues being able to connect with those who are meant to be a part of your destiny. Healthier relationships will replace the ones that have truly broken your heart. All right, so I'll leave that there, Virgo. And again, I hope that there was something here that you were able to relate to. If that one didn't make sense for you, then maybe the 7 p.m. reading might. Okay. All right, guys, so preparing for the personal mini reading requests. So Nancy, I know you've got a couple requests right there. And then Cynthia will go ahead and do your 1-card pull. Okay. Give me 1 second here. 1 second. All right. All right, just getting these cards in order. If you're just now tuning in, we are in the portion of the live stream where you can go ahead and request your own personal mini reading or a 1-card pull. It is for a minimum of $9.99, either through Super Chat or, I'm losing my train of thought, or Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal. All right. All right, so let me go ahead and start with Nancy. So you have a couple of requests here. All right, so things with Midori are moving quite fast. However, I feel she may be keeping something from me. What are her true intentions for me? Potential relationship. Okay, and then we have the one with Norma. Haven't had communication with Norma for a month now, but been having dreams of her lately. When can Spirit tell me about this connection? What does it mean? Okay, so let's start with, let's see here. Let me start with Norma. Let's take a look at that energy with Norma. All right, let me see what decks I'm drawn to here. Okay, give me 1 second, Nancy. All right, here we go. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Nancy, Gemini, and Norma, Gemini. All right, so what is the energy here when it comes to Norma? Angels and spirit guides, please. This is interesting that we have eternal, the heart and soul ties that bind. But this makes sense as well that we've got clouds, shadow, and light. You know, it depends on Norma's point of view, of course, and what it is that she's willing to put in when it comes to the connection. But I feel, you know, and as we've already taken a look at the possibility of her either getting back together with the ex or interacting with that person, that could represent what these clouds are. It's like this looming dark cloud over the possibility of you guys being able to work anything out here. Let's see. This makes sense for me as well, Nancy, the fact that, you know, choices are at hand. Ascending to a higher place, infinite possibilities can indicate choices in love. But the thing is, I feel you guys are maybe on opposing energies, opposing thoughts perhaps when it comes to the connection. And it's interesting with this particular card how we've got 2 staircases and these 2 people are on different levels, you know, so it could be an indication there as far as you and Norma. Let me see what else here. Let's see. This makes sense too. So we've got the labyrinth, twists and turns, no shortcuts to the destination. And no doubt this has had its ups and downs and those twists and turns that are referred to right there. So let's see what else we can learn here, focusing on the connection with Norma here. And also, you know, when you are thinking of Norma, dreaming of Norma, it could very well be that you guys are connecting in the 5D in your dreams, perhaps. Telepathic communication, astral travel, things of that nature. Okay. So we do have the Six of Pentacles, and this does represent this equality. In other words, you both have to be on the same level that I was talking about right there. I don't feel instinctively that she is. She's unable to be as equally invested in the connection with you, you know, not at this point in time anyway. And then we do have the Five of Pentacles. We do have the Seven of Cups. We also have the Ace of Swords. That's interesting, you know, because right next to the Seven of Cups, it's up to her to make the choice, and it's the choice card right here as well. That's really super interesting that we've got the choices, Seven of Cups, the many options that she has to be able to choose you, and yet she's choosing differently. And so with that Five of Pentacles, that could also represent that clouded judgment, that energy that's coming through there, where maybe it's causing you to feel that you don't matter, that you've been left out of the equation. You know, she's focusing on an ex-partner, making different choices here. In order for this to even come back together, for you guys to interact or get the conversation started again, that Ace of Swords needs to come from Norma, either to cut out the other person, cut out certain behaviors, or to be able to be free to be with you. So this requires clarity on her part to be able to choose correctly, you know? Let's see what else here. We do have the Three of Cups, and this can be an indication of the love triangle energy. You know, the fact that there's a part of you that's torn between Midori as well as Norma, you know, as well as Norma being torn as well, possibly. But this can also represent a new love connection. And I know that, as you mentioned, things are moving rather quickly with Midori here. So happier times, you can have that. You can have a new love experience. You can find happiness again. And no doubt this is probably hurting you, knowing full well that Norma's investing her time with somebody else. But just know that with this energy, you really are meant to move forward and to heal. The sun will come out again. And then we do have the Five of Wands, creating the conflicts right here. The fact that you guys are on different levels, not seeing eye to eye right now. You know, the tension in the relationship. Let's see what else. So you're coming in with the energy of the Queen of Cups, the intuitive vibe right there that you can pick up. So it's very important that you do trust your intuition, and not so much what it is that you are desiring, but rather trusting that what you're feeling is on point as far as needing to distance yourself and sever ties, especially while Norma might be investing her time and energy with the ex, with somebody else. And then we do have the World card right here. So it's a cycle that completes, or needs to complete, or has already completed in order to move you to the next chapter of your life, you know? And then we do have the Three of Wands right there. This is about looking ahead. This is about progress, as we can see right there. So I feel Norma's interested in making her own progress in her own life, and you're being directed to move forward as well, go in a different direction. We've got the Hangman right here. It's time to let this one go and surrender it. And then we do have the Three of Pentacles. As long as there's a third element to this, I don't think you guys are able to work together as a team right here, you know? And that's basically what's required of this connection, you know? We do have the Magician. So a lot of this falls on Norma's shoulders to be able to manifest this connection back together, you know? But you also have your own free will to move forward. If she really wants to be a part of your life, then she needs to make that known. I'm just not feeling it from Norma at this point in time. You know, so as far as you being able to still tap into her energy, I'm not surprised because you feel drawn to her still, but I feel she's on a very different level. She's not on the same path as you. Not that that can't change later, but it's just not presenting itself in that way right now. Okay, so we'll leave that there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the energy for you and Midori and see what the difference is with that one. Oops. All right, so let's take a look at that. All right, so let me go ahead and use the same deck and see how it differs. Okay, so this is focused on you and Midori. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on Nancy, Gemini, and Midori, Scorpio. Okay. Yeah, it's weird too, right? You do feel that disconnect. Okay. Okay, so focusing on Midori, we have compass, guidance, goals, and direction. So it could even be representing, Nancy, that even the universe is directing you towards Midori at this point in time. But you do have concerns because, as you mentioned, she might be keeping something from you. So let's see if that comes forward here. This is so interesting that we have choices coming through again. The very same card. You know, because at the end of the day, you know, you both have your own free will. Everybody does. So it falls on you, perhaps, Nancy, who it is that you would like to invest your time and energy in. And I know that as far as Norma, there's just a blockage right there. So as of right now, that's not even an option in the 3D. I feel with Midori, it certainly is, you know, and with the choice card right here, you can certainly get onto the same level as Midori. I feel that has a greater chance for you guys to kind of explore the compatibility there. And with that compass, that's where you're being guided. And you also have the Sun card, so confidence, courage, success, and happiness. I feel Midori is 100% ready to offer that to you. And then we have anchor coming through here, stability, security, and peace of mind. Okay, interesting. Let's go ahead and see what else we can learn here. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on Nancy, Gemini, and Midori, Scorpio. All right, here we go. Let's see. Okay, so you feel that Midori has a lot of choices. Okay. Let's see. We do have the Chariot, so this represents triumph. It represents success. So it's a good energy. Let's see here. We also have the Ace of Wands, potential. The potential to really, through these choices, create something amazing for the two of you. This is interesting that we've got the Knight of Pentacles. So even though things are moving fast, in a way, with this energy, this could even represent you, Nancy, where you want to kind of put the brakes on things a little bit so that it doesn't move so fast. So you can take the time to really decide, is this the right situation for me? And maybe there's a part of you in your heart that feels it has the potential for happiness, but you still want things to go slower. Okay, let's see what else. What else here? What else? Okay, so we do have the Death card right here. This represents Scorpio. That, of course, is Midori's energy. All right, so what this is telling us, first of all, it does represent things that have come to an end. It represents the opportunity to pave the way through changes with new beginnings. Let me read here. Let's see. We actually just had that discussion to slow things down recently. Yeah, it's right here. And there's nothing wrong with going slowly and taking, you know, your time in the relationship. So that could also be representing this. Perhaps, you know, just the fact that you're not comfortable with things going so fast, that part of how you guys interact with each other might phase out and giving you guys a new way of interacting with each other. So that very well could be the change that Midori is able to implement. And it's right next to this anchor to let you know that it can be a very strong foundation in the connection. Knight of Cups, true romance. And then we have the Ace of Cups right there. So new romance. And it is still fairly new for the two of you, you know. It can be very romantic if you allow it. Excuse me. We have the Ace of Pentacles. And then we do have the Three of Cups, which is a very celebratory mood right there. Sorry, I've got a tickle in my throat here. So it falls on Midori perhaps to be able to come towards you with that solid offer. Sorry, I've got this tickle. I got a cough. Okay, give me 1 second. I gotta drink something. Okay. If you've watched my other readings and you know when this happens, it's when two people need to talk more. So maybe when it comes to communication, you guys need to just air things out more, you know? Okay, hold on. It's like it gives me a second before I get my voice back. Sorry, guys. So Three of Cups. It is a happy energy. And it's one of those things truly where perhaps revisiting the stability of the relationship, it looks good ultimately. I feel you guys can have a pretty good future here if you're open to that. But there is this need to go slower, you know, in order. Yes, it happens a lot. What the heck? Yeah, like if there's a blockage in the throat chakra, it tickles my throat. So anyway, you guys need to talk more. And just the fact that you're feeling that she's keeping something from you, it's just not presenting itself here in the cards as far as Midori doing anything super shady or compromising the relationship. I'm ultimately feeling here that she cares for you and, you know, really wanting to explore where this partnership could go and not really wanting to do anything to compromise it. We also have the Hierophant. So this is a commitment card right here. Perhaps there's a part of Midori that really, you know, she feels that she's ready for commitment, ready to perhaps go faster than you. But I'm also feeling there has to be compromise there if you're just not comfortable with that. And you guys did talk about it. So there will be the opportunity to slow things down, I feel. And no apologies necessary. It happens to me. So yeah, that is what's presenting itself there. Let's see what else. Okay, so with the High Priestess coming through, this really does come down to you trusting what you're feeling in your heart when it comes to Midori, when it comes to the connection. And ultimately, I'm really feeling here, Nancy, there's not a whole lot for you to take action on. I feel it's more so Midori, you know, in order to just let it be known that she's willing to take things slower, to get you to a comfortable place where you can really explore whether or not you're ready for this and how it's going to go in the future. It looks quite promising, and I love how the Queen of Cups is right next to the High Priestess, because both of these energies are very intuitive. So trust that, you know, trust what you're feeling, especially when it comes to this connection. There's just too many obstacles that's presenting itself when it comes to Norma. And I am kind of feeling here that you might just be surprised with how this plays out, because it looks pretty good as far as you guys being a good couple, very compatible, you know, so take things slower. That might be able to give you some answers that in time will present itself to you. And then we do have the Four of Wands right there. So this is a very nice card. This is our 11 card in tarot, as you probably know. So it's a Make-A-Wish number. If you happen to be seeing 1111, either the time or the number, make a wish. It might just come true for you, or it might give you some sort of sign to let you know you're on the right path. You know, this is a twin flame card as well. So you might have certainly felt that with Norma, but it could be just turning into a very different connection with Midori too. Let's see, she mentioned she's not ready for more and she's worried she may ruin the relationship. So we both decided to slow things down, but our chemistry and physical connection is too strong. Yeah, it is coming through in that way. You know, you've got the Sun card right there, and we've got beautiful cards presenting itself. Ace of Pentacles, amazing. Four of Wands, the Chariot, you've got the Ace of Wands coming through, all of them. It looks really nice. And then you guys are being given this fresh energy with the Ace of Cups. And then the Knight of Cups representing this very romantic vibe. I get it, you know? Let's see. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. So in a love reading, the way I see this, it's a strong bond. And a very good one, very compatible, you know? And so happiness in the future, it keeps coming up with this energy of stability and security when it comes to this connection with Midori. So try to continue to explore things with Midori and continue to maybe distance yourself from the situation with Norma. If Norma really wants to free things up in her life to be with you, then she needs to put in some work there. But in the meantime, and I might have already mentioned this before, where you're not meant to really put your life on hold waiting for Norma. So explore the situation with Midori, because it's been a while now that we've taken a look at the connection there. And for the most part, it looks pretty good, you know? So I would invest my time and energy with what's going on here with Midori. Okay? Oh, good. I'm so glad it gave you clarity. All right, so thank you so much, Nancy, as always. All right, so let's go ahead and do the one card pull. And if you are wanting your own personal mini reading, we certainly still have time for that. Okay. And just a reminder, guys, that we have a second bonus live stream tonight at 7 p.m. where we're going to do another bonus reading for Pisces, Sagittarius, and Virgo, and then opening it up once again to anybody who's interested in getting a personal mini. Okay. So, Cynthia. Okay, so you've been actively dating someone, and the topic of marriage has come up. Is this something that is showing up in the future, yes or no? And then your question is about marriage in general. Is this something that's in the cards for me? So as you know, Cynthia, it's literally one card. And whenever it comes to the yes or no readings, it's literally just giving you a quick glimpse into your situation. So it doesn't really carry a whole lot of weight as compared to a full reading, or at least a mini where you can get more insight. So if it's just not the response that you're hoping for, hopefully, you know, it could be an indication that timing could be off, or it could be that it's just not the right situation for you. We'll see, okay? But as you mentioned, you're actively dating somebody, so I'm assuming you are really entertaining the idea of marriage. All right, so angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Cynthia. Are we at the bottom of the comments? Yeah? Okay, so Cynthia, let's grab an answer for you. All right, angels and spirit guides, please. One card pull for Cynthia. Is marriage possible in the future? We do have a yes coming through here, Cynthia. And I know that I believe through some of the readings that I've done prior for you that there was a pretty positive energy there. So it's definitely coming through that that's a possibility. And when it comes to this person that you're actively dating, it might just end up turning into marriage between the two of you. But, you know, with a one card pull, it's very difficult to kind of give you a definitive answer. But that certainly is a very positive sign that you guys might be able to really explore the connection there. I know that that's kind of washing things out, but this is the card, just so you can see it a little bit clearer right there. So there you go. It's a yes. It's coming through as a yes at this point in time. And hopefully that really uplifts you, giving you hope that this might be your love of a lifetime, that it has the capability of really turning into something very special. All right. So I'll leave that one there. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So I think that's all the requests that we have today. I'll wait for a minute just to make sure no one else is in need of personal mini readings or a one card pull. But again, we'll be back in a few hours at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So we're going to do another bonus reading for the top 3 signs for the second half of the month, most viewed videos. So that, again, that's Pisces, Sagittarius, and Virgo. So you guys are getting 2 bonuses really today, and hopefully it's good news, you know, and there's something in the readings that you're really able to relate to. So yeah, we'll be back in a few hours, giving me a chance to recover my voice a little bit. So I think that's it. I don't see any other requests on here, and I will see you guys real soon. Thank you to everybody who did request a mini reading. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Cynthia, and everybody who was able to tune in here at this time. I'll see you guys real soon. Take care.